All right, excuse the wind, but we are in Missouri. It's 14 degrees. I'm a little cranky. I'm here where I grew up. This is the property, if you follow what we're doing, Homestead in the Pines project, which hopefully one day we'll be able to run some first responders and military people through here and let them breathe some fresh air. I wouldn't be here for the cold air, but maybe when it ain't so damn cold. But had to come up here because my mom's 85 and she's been having some back trouble. So she ended up going in the hospital and then ended up having to put her into a nursing home until they can kind of get her rehabbed up. So I came up here to take care of a few things and check on her. I woke up here in the house this morning, snow on the ground. Not a bunch of snow, most of it melted, but it's supposed to be 4 degrees here tonight. Kind of weird waking up, and she ain't here. I'll be honest with you. Dad's been gone, I don't know, been gone a while. And he's up there in the field. And just kind of different, to wake up and go, crap, this is how it's going to be one day. So it won't be a heavy video, I promise, but it's something I've been thinking about, and it's really the only place that I could do this video. I was just hoping it'd be a hell of a lot warmer than it is, so it might be a quick video because I'm miserable. So you'll hear me talk a lot, and I write a lot, and when I used to teach a lot, I used to talk about getting your bell rung. And I think most of us get that. I've got a few other sayings that a friend requested that I clarify because people may not be tracking with me on that. So I've never really said the whole bell rung thing. I think people get it. But when you get hit really hard, and I have, and you kind of dazed out, you know what I mean? And you get your bell rung, right? But when you're working events, or life just throws that curveball at you, it doesn't necessarily ring this bell, but it rings this bell. And that's a hit. And the reason I've always talked about that is that bell ring. And I really don't think I've ever written about it. I just kind of kept it to myself. But there's only one place that I can think of that I could articulate and be specific enough that somebody would understand exactly what I was talking about. So when I was growing up here, and on a lot of farms back in the day, before cell phones, before pagers, all that junk, every farm had a bell. And it was on, at the back of the house, at the edge of the field. And if that bell got rung, that meant that wherever the hell you were at, you needed to come home. Come home for supper, something, And sometimes, it was mostly mamas rang that bell, and they'd ring that bell and you'd always hope that it was something legit. I remember like a couple of times like it was just bull crap. I'm like, seriously, I was a half mile over there or whatever, and I humped it back here and, you ring that bell. So then when I went on to have my career, and I got involved in trauma work, and, you go to a firefighter funeral, and they ring that bell, and I was right back here, and made me think about that. When the bell gets rung in here, we need to ring that bell again. And when I say that, I mean we need to ring it again so we come back home. I hope that makes sense. Because when I write about it and I teach about it, back when I used to teach, I'd be like, hey, you got your bell rung. And in the back of my squirrel cage, I'm thinking we need to figure out how to get you back home. We need to ring a different bell, right? The bell that calms you, the bell that makes you come back home. I'm confident, I've never written about it, but we're going to do a video on it. So with that being said, I'm going to show you the bell, and it's right there. Now, unfortunately, the old cedar pole it's on is starting to rot down there at the base, and it's kind of leaning a little bit. Still works. So, I'm going to ring the bell, and then I'm going to spin you around, and you can look back out that way. And just listen to the wind blow, hear that bell ringing, and then we're going to end the video. So, I hope ringing this bell, and whoever watches this video, it brings you back home. It's that simple. And a lot of times the bell's heavy. I get that. But it ain't meant to be heavy today. It's just meant to bring you back home. So who am I today? I'm just a bell ringer. That's it. I'm just a guy standing on the back porch of a house that used to have a lot of activity, a lot going on. Hopefully one day it will again. And I'm just going to ring the bell for everybody out there that's trying to find their way back home. So, there's our old bell. This is some of the work that the oldest boy and I have been doing, clearing out some trees here and opening it up. Pond over there, got a good layer of ice on it. We got the barn up there. We're gonna put some fire pits back here so people can chill out. There you go. So I'm gonna spin you around, check the angle. And we're gonna ring the bell.